What's up, YouTubers? It's Ernie, Blerd Without Fear. Welcome back to the channel. We are back for Justice League No Justice, part 3 of 4. And I apologize for this one because once again I was out of town, so like I said, we were playing catch up on a lot of stuff that happened this week, so just bear with me. Last we left off, Green Arrow learned the truth about what happened when Amanda Waller, 86 Brainiac, and the Brainiac's new and improved Justice League was struggling in their efforts to reignite the Entropy, Mystery, and Wonder trees while also trying to stifle the Wisdom tree. Also, we learned that Vril Dox lives and has been held prisoner on Kolu, and he was likely part of Brainiac's plan. And with Brainiac dead, they need a tactician with his level of intellect to help them save the day. But will he though? But before we get too far off into that, if this is your first time checking out my channel and you want to see more awesome videos like this one, it only takes 2 clicks to become one of Earth's mightiest subscribers. Click, click. When we catch back up with our Justice League heroes, they're still trying to figure out how to actually save Kolu, because if Kolu falls, Earth is screwed. Team Wonder, a team that boasts some of the most OP characters in the DC universe, has been nerfed. Thanks to the suits Brainiac gave them, they dampen their ability to connect to the magic of Kolu. This being the bread and butter of just about everyone on the team, that's kinda bad. The one thing they can rely on is Wonder Woman, a woman blessed by the gods and other forces who has magic in her, but not in the same way as the rest of the team. This is kind of a cringeworthy moment for me, no lie. Seeing Raven going on about Quoty Fingers believing in Wonder Woman as if she was Tinkerbell kinda lost me a little. Kinda goes back to that dialogue issue I brought up when comparing Avengers Fresh Start and Justice League No Justice. Fortunately, belief gets the job done, and the Tree of Wonder is ignited, so we at least get a W from Team Wonder. Team Wisdom has a similar yet different predicament. Brainiac's tech is hampering Cyborg's ability to interface with the Tree of Wisdom, and then we get the reason why Harley Quinn is on the team. She thinks outside the box and can inspire others to do the same. She manages in her own weird and insane way to get Cyborg to remember he has a mother box inside him. How he forgot this, I have no idea, but he does. He gets busy with the World Tree and manages to shut it down. Unfortunately for him, he can't seem to let go, because if he does, the tree will reignite, so he has to maintain his hold over this tree to keep it dampened so that the Titan of Wisdom will not be able to absorb it. Team Entropy, on the other hand, fresh off discovering Vril Dox alive and well, first order of business is his revelation to them that the signal that killed Brainiac came from Earth, something they still didn't know up until this point. He also reveals that Brainiac had a little more than ulterior motives when it came to building a Justice League. He didn't need their power, especially if he could sweep them all with little effort. I mean, let's be fair, he beat the Justice League, the Teen Titans, the Suicide Squad, and the Justice League of America in less than 5 pages. The fact is, he only intended to use them to help him conquer Kolu, something the tech in their suits was meant for, to feed him the energies from each of the world trees that they shut down, including Vril, who happens to be the entropic element Brainiac needed. If he accomplished his mission, the Titans would have gone to Earth, wrecked it, and he could rule the universe unopposed, because presumably the Justice League would have fallen trying to stop the Omega Titans. Meanwhile, at the Tree of Mystery, Team Mystery is still having the same philosophical debate about unleashing the whole planets held captive on Kolu. Things become more clear when the stakes are bumped up a few notches. This was teased when Starfire first glimpsed the worlds held in stasis in the last issue, but it's even more evident now when Starfire discovers that one of the worlds is her home planet, Tamaran. Starro isn't crazy about the idea of using his powers to aid the heroes in their effort to free all these enslaved worlds, but Martian Manhunter and the former Conqueror have been having some really good sidebars since the last issue. Probably one of the few times we get any real character development in this issue. Starro, a being whose powers were meant for dominating minds, is seemingly unaffected by Brainiac's tech, while Martian Manhunter's telepathic powers have been stunted significantly. Martian Manhunter even muses that Starro's powers seem as strong as ever, and it's here that old Marty makes Starro realize that maybe, just maybe, there's something to be said about being more than just the tyrant Brainiac presumed him to be. Not only does this galvanize Starro to help calm the minds of the millions of inhabitants of the planets held in the World Nursery while Sinestro transports them to safety, but he also engages in combat against the Omega Titan of Wisdom, who is now pissed that Cyborg essentially farted on his dinner. Starro, in ways only Frieza could appreciate, reveals his final form and unleashes the full might of his power, planting himself on the Omega Titan's face and attempting to control him like he would anyone else. But it doesn't work. It only lasts long enough to buy the League time to evacuate the people of Kolu and get the World Nursery to safety before the Omega Titan rips Starro in half as it consumes Kolu, with the League barely capable of making an escape. I kind of feel like it's always fun to end these books with a "what in the hell is Amanda Waller thinking" segment, so why buck tradition here? Last we saw them, the seed on Earth that was buried in the Arctic Circle was lit up like a Christmas tree, beckoning any Omega Titan who's hungry enough to come get some. Seems like the plan should be simple enough. Get whatever hero or heroes still available in the universe to come sort this mess out. Hal Jordan isn't busy, right? Waller isn't game for that plan though. She'd rather they just blow up the seed, taking them both with it to save the planet from destruction, more or less. Essentially the whole kill a few people to save billions of people mentality. This leads to Green Arrow and Amanda Waller having a good old-fashioned Mexican standoff with the fate of the Earth hanging in the balance. Fortunately, Ollie is a crack shot and disables Waller's gun, but for once, Amanda Waller was right. They should have blown up the seed and been done with it. Make the sacrifice. Because now, thanks to Green Arrow's actions, the seed has matured and sprouted into a full-sized world tree, with 3 others sprouting up elsewhere on Earth. One in Star Labs in Central City, one in Belle Reve in Louisiana, and the final at the Tower of Fate. Green Arrow still wants to believe this isn't the end, that there's still time, but he's wrong. Because now that the trees have sprouted, that means the Omega Titans have already arrived. This book, I kind of feel, ends where the second one probably should have, but either way, it's still a fairly solid story so far. Once again, for those of you that were following this book, coming out of Dark Knight's Metal, this is not the book you were probably hoping it would be, or at least it wasn't what I was hoping it would be, but I understand why it isn't what I was hoping for, because honestly, Metal was just that crazy that it's really hard to top. But the thing that actually bugged me about this book, and it doesn't make me hate this issue, but it does dock a whole bunch of points for me, is that I don't like the art in this book. I feel like the first half of this book was just not well drawn, at all. It's just really jarring, takes me out of the book. And once we get back to the art that we're accustomed to seeing in this series up to this point, it gets a million times better. But yeah, man, I don't know. It was something about the art. It just took a while for me to get over that, and it just bugged me. And once again, we still run into those same dialogue issues. There's not a lot of character development. Not that I expected it, with there being over 20 different members of the Justice League at this point, all featuring in this book. But it just, man, I don't know what it is. This issue just didn't do a whole lot for me. And it's kind of sad considering that at this point, the stakes have really never been that much higher. I mean, other than Metal. But that being said, I'm curious to see how they wrap this story arc up. I'm also curious to see if any other similarities between Avengers Fresh Start and Justice League No Justice. I'm really curious to see if any more similarities crop up between the two. But anyways, let me know what you thought about Justice League No Justice, part 3 of 4. Sound off in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, Superman punch that like button. And if you want to see more awesome videos like this one, make sure you click subscribe so you can become one of Earth's mightiest subscribers and tap the bell so you know when I post up. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Plus Ultra!